All right, so we have these dumbbell front raises. So kind of similar to the lateral raises, just with some small changes. For these, we're going to go all the way overhead. We're not really using it as like a front delt exercise. It's not really the best for that, ideally. I mean, there's better exercises that train the front delts if you're really trying to isolate those. This exercise, if you allow for a full range of motion and you allow for that scapular movement, this is actually a great trap exercise. So if you're just doing like the standard dumbbell version, feel free to just stand upright, let the dumbbells go all the way down, and then bring your arms all the way to that overhead position. Try to kind of like point your armpit like towards the ceiling as you come up. And then play around to the angles too. You can do these on like an incline bench where you're like laying back, and that's where you're letting your hands kind of go behind the body. And then with that, you really want to allow for that anterior scapular tilt, where your shoulders are like protruding forwards a lot in that bottom position. And then when you swing your arms back up, you're trying to get that posterior tilt to the scapula where you're kind of sucking your shoulder back in like behind your body from that protruded position. Um, and then you can do it the other way too, where you're kind of like angled forward, whether you're laying like chest down on like an incline bench or a T-bar row, or just kind of hanging out in like a hip hinge position. Same thing. Those are just going to emphasize a lot more of the shortened position of that exercise. So give those a try. Like I said, you should feel these in your back, and you should feel the traps get recruited pretty heavily with these. But yeah, if you got any questions, just hit me up in the Train Heroic chat.